Welcome to our last session in October. This is again the live broadcast of Secondary Literacy, broadcasting live as usual from our Secondary Ed studios. And you'll find it's at 521 on your dial. I'd like to invite you all to come into the room and say hello to everybody. And I ask that you put your video on gallery view so you can see all the lovely members of our class in one place. Tonight, we're going to, again, do our happy hour and our IQ karaoke. So you'll need to get hold of your quick writes and your IQs for tonight. The article, our college lectures unfair, and chapter 3 from the Vaca text on culturally responsive teaching. That'll be our topic for tonight. And let's see, most of us I think are here. How many are in the room now? Checking to see how many are here. 17. We're still missing a few for whatever reason, but hopefully they will get in sooner or later. Maybe they're stuck in traffic from one room to the other. Who knows? Anyway, once again, welcome you all. And are there any questions before we get started tonight? Okay, so far we've had 4 assignments, and tonight makes 6. I want to make sure that you are up to date on all of your assignments and that you are filling up your Google folders, except for Libby, who's in my other class. Welcome, Libby. Glad you can make it.
Thank you.
So double check your folders and make sure you have everything in there and that they're titled correctly. As I told you, I still had to format, or reformat some of the titles on your folders. So please follow. If you check the folder, you'll see that there's a format that you can follow. So please do so when you're entering or dropping in your assignments to the Google folder. It's much easier for me to keep track of because sometimes work comes in late and I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at. Okay, we'll go ahead and get the party started. And everybody can hear me okay, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So one of the things that came from the pandemic was that kids were very improvisational in terms of being able to take tests. And I thought this was kind of cute. Reminded me of a friend of mine who said that during the pandemic, he washed his hands so many times that his 8th grade history test appeared in his palm. So I thought that was kind of funny, but this would be kind of a throwback to that idea. Last week we talked about spider webs and how students remember information. This is a resource that you might want to partake in. It's called How to Teach Students to Remember. It's an ASCD publication. It may run, I don't know, $15 perhaps. But this is another addition. There's some more people coming in here. This is another addition to your professional library that you may want to add to. Got a few more people coming in here in just a second. Okay. Oh, they're still coming in, folks. Sorry about that. Okay. We're going to start as we normally do with our nervous system reset. Just follow the directions and relax and follow the bouncing ball. And I'm still waiting for that big trout to pop out of there. Hasn't happened yet. One of these days, perhaps. Okay, we're going to start our happy hour. You'll need to get a hold of your Quick Write, and when we go into our groups. And once again, just so you follow the protocol, each of you, first of all, will introduce yourselves because you may be with people you haven't met before. And then what you're going to do is to, each of you will share your paraphrase of the article. Then you'll pick one word to share, and remember the important thing is why you chose that word. Then if somebody has a word that they put out there that you wanted to take, then use one of the other four that you have so we get a variety. Then the second to the last box, something that caused you to think about or to ponder, appreciate, or dispute. And then if you get to it, one implication in terms of how you can apply the information to your teaching. Okay, so each of you will rotate. So that way nobody dominates the conversation. Everybody gets a chance to chip in. And once again, if you can share your video, that would be supportive and respectful. Again, this is our Quick Write, our college lectures unfair. And again, this is the form. And the article was 2 pages, but there was some good information in here that I hope you took some things away from. So, I'm going to go ahead and get into our breakout groups.